Doing? How's everybody doing? I know I haven't done a lot of lives or a lot of videos, just always there for the wife, always visiting the wife, always there for the fam, for the kids, staying strong for the family. This is a horrible time in my life. This is the worst time in my life. This is the most difficult, the most emotionally, spiritually, oh man, challenging time for me. You know, I learned something in my life I never knew. I never knew. They always say you learn something new in life. Well, I learned something new. And it's not a good thing. It's a scary, scary thing that I learned. When you get very sick, and I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. But when you get critically, critically ill, what's up, Justin Henry? How you doing, man? When you get critically ill, doctors want nothing to do with you. They don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Now, I never knew this before. I never knew this before. Yeah, I'm shot, Justin, but thank you for asking. Just dealing with a lot, unfortunately, right now in my life with the wife. What's up there, James O'Leary? Back to the Future. What's up, my brother? Thank you for your support, as always. Thank you. I love you, Back to the Future. Ah, see, we got two Back to the Futures right now. Is one the real one? I don't know. Is one the fake one? Who knows? We got two of them. But don't worry, Back to the Future. I know the real you. Don't get upset. Anyway, getting back. So when you typically go to a doctor, I want you to think about this, right? I know you're the real one. When you go to a doctor, what are your experiences? Your experiences typically are that the doctor is there to help you. The doctors are there to help you. It changes up when you're critically ill. When you're critically ill, doctors have this. Let me explain to you the laws of the medical community because I'm experiencing it right now. By law, doctors have to keep you in stable condition. That's it. That is their only requirement. So you could go to a doctor, let's say a hospital in the emergency room, and you could be in serious, serious shape. I'm talking about, God forbid, it could be anything, a heart attack, you can't breathe, you're all messed up. What a doctor's main job is, just so that we can be clear, I just want you to be clear, they have to stabilize you. They have to stabilize you. What's up there, Miranda XL? So what does that mean, stabilize you? It means that they got to get you to a point where you're going to live. Your vitals are okay, you're breathing okay, but then that's it. That's all they got to do. Now, let's say you're critically, critically ill. Let's say it got to the point where you had cancer, God forbid, it's spread, it's too advanced. Now, here's the really sick thing. There could be treatments available, and I want you all to understand this, because there are treatments available for the type of cancer that my wife has. There are treatments. Like, for instance, she started off, my wife, only 46 years old, the mother of our two children. She started off having breast cancer. Now, the breast cancer traveled. It was called HER2, positive breast cancer. It traveled to the brain. It traveled to the spinal cord. But they still, even though it went to the brain and it went to the spinal cord, they still call it breast cancer because breast cancer was the origin, right? But now there are treatments. Like I found this drug right now. It's like a chemotherapy drug. It's called T dash, what is it? DXD. You guys could like look this up. This thing has the type of cancer my wife has is so serious, but this thing has extended people's lives from a couple of months to a couple of years. Okay. So, in other words, look, this is not medical advice. I'm just telling you what I've been reading online. Okay. Based on clinical trials, based on, studies. The doctors, even though this is available, do not want to treat my wife with it. So you might say, why the FUCK not, right? Because they feel she's too critically ill. They don't see. You know how a doctor will tell you. Let me give you an example. You know how a doctor will tell you before you take any type of medication. What does a doctor say to you? Let's discuss the side effects, right? Let's discuss the side effects of this particular medication. So now, typically, who makes the decision? You make the decision that you want to still take this pill after considering all the side effects, right? So a doctor may, like example, if you have like a urinary tract infection, right? They might give you an antibiotic, right? They might say, here's the thing. This antibiotic is going to mess you up in terms of your sinuses. You're going to get nausea. You might feel very fatigued. You might feel very tired. Now you have to make the decision. Say, you know what? I feel that the side effects are okay. I accept the side effects and I want to take this pill because I want to feel better with this urinary tract infection, right? Okay. It's a different story when you become critically ill. When you become critically ill, guess who makes the decisions on the side effects? The doctors do, not you. The doctors make the decisions. So they say, you're too critically ill to be nauseous. You're too critically ill to be tired, or you're too critically ill where this is going to mess up whatever it is, potentially mess up your breathing or mess this up or mess that up. So basically, that's what's happening with my wife right now. Okay. The doctors do not want to effing treat my wife. They don't want to treat her. Okay. 1 second here. Angie, I love you, Angie. The king. He funny. He takes my picture, this guy. Yes, Angie, that's my cash app. Yes, I'm in bed. This is my bed right now. This guy's a true fat god. I wish my wife was here to beat me. Look, that guy says, Kissick says, Mr. Ape, why does my wife beat me and call me names? You're lucky you have your wife. Appreciate your wife. Love your wife. I miss her every day. I have not seen my wife. My wife has been hospitalized for a month. My wife has been hospitalized for a month. And basically, most of that time, about 3 weeks out of the month, she wasn't talking, not eating. She's kind of in a coma-like state. It's horrible. Now, you might say, Apefather, why are you keeping your wife alive? Honestly, I was talking to the doctors and the nurses. She's basically it's very, very similar to hospice, that what she's on right now, because I want all of you to know that. It's very similar. They have her heavily, heavily sedated. She's in no pain. So I just want all of you to know this. My wife is in no discomfort at all. She is sleeping like a little bunny, a little baby. Okay, she's not in pain. She's getting a lot of oxygen support, so it's making her very comfortable. And they're feeding her. She has a feeding tube, but she's very comfortable. There's no pain. But you might say, what is the goal here? What is the end result? Well, she's also battling aspiration pneumonia. Okay. See, they took her off the ventilator, believe it or not. It was about 3 or 4 days ago. The problem is she threw up. She vomited. Now, when she vomited, she swallowed, unfortunately, some of that vomit, and it went down the wrong pipe. What's the wrong pipe? You got two pipes here. I don't know if you know this. One goes to your esophagus, it goes to your stomach. The other one goes to your airway, to your lungs. You're not supposed to swallow food. I don't know if you know this. It might freak you out now. Every time you eat something or anytime you drink something, you might get freaked out. You're not supposed to swallow food or any type of liquid in your airway pipe because that could cause pneumonia. And it's a very bad pneumonia. Oh my God, you don't want it. You don't want this pneumonia. My wife got it. This is where you keep coughing up all kinds of disgusting secretions, phlegm. You can't eat, you can't drink. So that's why you ever hear somebody say, it went down the wrong pipe. You ever hear that expression? It went down the wrong pipe. They're talking about the airway pipe, and that's what happened to my wife. What's up there, Jay? I keep her in my prayers, bud, and you. Thank you so much, Casey. God bless you. Did she take a vaccine? She has cancer, brother. This has nothing to do with anything like that. She's got cancer that spread. It was breast cancer. It started as breast cancer, but it spread to the brain and the spinal cord. Hope your wife is all right, sir. Best of luck. Thank you, but she is not all right. I wish she was. I wish she was. Your wife is also in the hospital. God bless your wife. God bless your family. All right, this guy's a psychopath asking me about my underwear. Leave it to God. He will hear her. I pray to God every night, Joe. I pray to God every night for my wife. I tell him how much we love her. I tell her how much my children need her. I tell her how much we need her. I pray to God. I say, God, I think about the beautiful, beautiful verse from the Bible. I don't know if you heard this. A man who's at the end of his life, it could be a woman too, but in this example, we're going to use a man. He's at the end of his life. He's walking on a beach. This is so beautiful. And he looks up in the sky, and the clouds show him all the chapters of his life. Like he sees it when he was born, he was a little bambino, a little baby. He sees it when he was growing up and he's a teenager. He sees it when he gets married. It's like he's looking up into the sky. He sees all the chapters of his life. Now, during all the good times in his life, as he's walking in the sand, he notices that there are two footprints in the sand. One footprint is Jesus's footprint, it's God. The other footprint is his. So, meaning that God is walking with him his whole life. You follow me? So, he's looking at the good times. God has been walking with him his whole life. Now he starts looking at the chapters of his life where they were the hardest, most difficult, most challenging times. Now he looks at the sand and he notices there's only one set of footprints. So the guy gets very angry. He gets very upset. He says, God, he says, during the most challenging, difficult times, you're not with me. I only see one set of footprints. God replies, I am with you. I'm carrying you. I'm carrying you. So, in other words, that's why you don't see his set of footprints because God is carrying him. I hope that God is carrying my wife right now. Uh, I really, really pray that he's carrying my wife. Let's get rid of these haters here. Yeah, footprints. That's right, Justin Henry. Yeah, George Costanza is funny. Your mom has cancer. God bless your mom. I will pray for her. God bless your family. Free Basin. Um, Look, I mentioned this in passing. You know, I have a service. You don't have to do it. It's called the Thank You Song Service. What is the Thank You Song Service? It is a service where on my Cash App, if you could see it, you see the pinned comment, Angie. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space. There's no underscore in between my first and last name. Anyone who makes a very small, it could be, listen, it could be $1, $2, $3. Anybody who makes a small Cash App contribution, I call it it's an entertainment tip. I'm gonna write you a song on the piano. I'm a piano player. If you don't know it, I'm gonna go play the piano now, real low. I'm gonna play the keyboard actually. I write you a jazz composition, an instrumental composition, a blues composition, and I pour my heart out. What it really is for is to help my family, to help my wife. It could be people always ask me, they're like, what is this money for? I don't it could be for a lot of things. Okay. It could be for a lot of things. It could be, funeral expenses, which I don't want to get into, but I'm pretty much there. I've been raising money for that. Um, my wife was part of the Victims Compensation Fund. She worked during the 9/11 attacks in, the World Trade Center. She worked at two World Trade Center. What happened was I always assumed they paid for all these years. They made me understand they paid for the final expenses. They don't. They reimburse it. But I'm doing good. I've been putting aside some money for her. I've been doing what I have to do. So it could be used for that. Some people say, "Hey, Father, what else do you get to use it for?" I'm still exploring. I'm going to be honest with you, things that may not be covered through the insurance. Things that are maybe I can't speak. Uh, I'm like that guy stuttering John. Things that are like experimental. That's the word. I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out. Experimental treatments that maybe are not covered through the insurance. I'm looking at everything to help my wife. I want to save my wife's life. If I had to take my wife to another country and they had some like treatment there, I mean right now I can't do it because she's on a ventilator, but if she felt a little better, I would take my wife anywhere. I would take her anywhere to help her. So I'm looking for support. It could be anything. It could be just to take care of my kids, take care of my family, but it's a service. you understand? It's not a donation. I am not a not-for-profit company. We're just going through an extremely difficult time. We're going through this is the worst time of my life. I feel like I'm losing my best friend. I feel like I'm losing my everything, my wife. Sometimes it's hard for me to go on, man. But I go on because of my kids. That's what I got to do. My wife always told me, you take care of our kids. You be strong for our children. So that's why any support is greatly appreciated. On my Cash App, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. You can see it pinned. The $ RICHARDLEVOI. It could be a couple of bucks. I'm going to write you the thank you song. Let me get rid of these haters here. I'm sorry if I missed your call, Lacey. I think you called me not too long ago. I've been really just going crazy, if you want to know the truth, Lacey. I haven't been doing the greatest, but I'm staying strong for the kids. Look, I do everything for my kids. I make sure they go to school. I make sure that they get their homework done. I make sure they have clean clothes. I make sure they eat very well. I make sure they eat great. And I'm there for them 100%. I listen to them. I sit down with them. I talk to them. I make sure that they're calm and they're peaceful. And Mike's getting ready. He's trying out for the volleyball team. We've been practicing volleyball. I'm there for Sophia, for everything she does, dancing, gymnastics. And I make sure I'm there for the kids 100%. But when I'm alone, that's when up to myself. I play my piano. I play the keyboard. I express myself through music. But I am hurting. Oh, I'm hurting. You don't know how much. I wake up in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. I look for my wife. I go downstairs. I'm like, Chad, I'm calling her. She's not there. She's on the ventilator. It's such a hard thing. Just 3 to 4 weeks ago, my wife was okay. She was okay just 3 to 4 weeks ago. It's just a horrible time of my life. I love you, Justin Henry. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. What's up, Mark Bischoff? Yeah, I got rid of that guy. Sorry about that, hater. What's up, Jonah? Hello to Jonah. The boss lady is the best here. Trump 2028. Hey, Trump forever, baby. Am I single? Well, I'm married, but my wife is unfortunately dealing with a very difficult time with cancer. God bless her. Thank you, Texas Repo. God bless your wife. Thank you, Salita Girl 69. So, Cowgirl, you have a headache, take a Tylenol, right? It's not medical advice, of course. Did Mike do what I asked him to? I'll ask him. I'm not sure what you asked him, Justin, but I'll ask him now. I think he's taking a shower. When he comes out, I'll ask him. I'll say, did you do what Justin Henry asked you to do? Hold on. So here's an example of what the thank you song would sound like. I'll give you like an example here. Mike, did you do what Justin Henry asked you to do? I don't know. He said he asked you to do something. What? I don't know. He's still in the shower. When he comes out, I'll ask him. But here, the thank you song is something like this here. I'll give everybody an example. This is me on my keyboard. It's something like I write you an original jazz blues song, something like that. That's like the thank you song. For a very, very small entertainment tip on my Cash app. Okay, 1 second here. Very small entertainment tip. That's my Cash app right there. You can see it. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It could be anywhere between $1 to $10, anything you could do. I will write you a song on the piano, an original song, the thank you song, to help a family in need right now. God is good. Thank you, God. Please look after my wife, Jennifer. Please carry her during these most challenging, difficult times in our life. And I upload a video for you if you're wondering. I upload a video. So it's a short video. It's going to be something where I'm going to say a big shout out for you. I'm going to say a big thank you. And I actually write a song in your honor. I write a song to make your good deed immortal. So it's something to consider. But with that said, I'm going to do a song I wrote for my wife. This is a classical piece I wrote. It's called Peace and Serenity. I just want my wife to have nothing but peace and serenity. Apefather, do you remember I said in March 2024, my smartphone died. You got a new one in April. Couldn't transfer old accounts to this new device. Okay. I believe you, brother. This is peace and serenity. I understand, brother. You're the real Back to the Future. Look, the real Back to the Future supported my family today. We received a beautiful card. And I love Back to the Future. God bless Back to the Future. It's hard. It's hard. Thank you, Back to the Future. You know, I miss my wife so much every day. Uh, when I play that song, I think about her. I think about her. I miss her so much. This is definitely the hardest time in the history of my whole life. I got to charge my phone here. I love you, Justin Henry. It's like I said, I would write a beautiful song like that for you. For a very, very small entertainment tip on my Cash App, you could see it. It's on the pinned comment, the $ Richard Lavoie. It could be as low as $1. I had a guy one time send me $1. And he told me the song I wrote him was the most beautiful song he said he ever heard. And he was so happy. He said, Apefather, you just made the good deed that I did, you made it immortal. He said, you uploaded a beautiful short video. You gave me a wonderful shout out. And, the thank you song that you wrote on my honor was beautiful. And it's also a celebration of my wife's life, Jennifer. She's only 46 years old, this poor girl. This is not supposed to happen when you're 46 years old, You got 2 kids. Children need their mom. They need their mother. You only get one mother in this world. That's why you all have to appreciate your mom. If your mom is still alive, God bless her. You call her up every day, tell her how much you love her. Tell her how much you appreciate her. Because you only get one mom. It's very heartbreaking, Jennifer was my partner in my life. Jennifer was like my everything, Yeah. I miss hearing her say hi, Back to the Future, and I miss hearing her say hi to me, Back to the Future. I don't talk to my mom. I'm sorry to hear that, Justin Henry. God bless. What happened to Jennifer? She's dealing with cancer, man. Stage 4. It started off as breast cancer, Dylan. It spread to the brain and to the spinal cord tunnel. It turned out to be what she had is very rare. Only like 5% of people with cancer have what she had. It's like some kind of very hard word, lipto, something, manage disease. It's some crazy thing to pronounce it. But it's where the cancer gets very, very advanced. It's all over the brain, all over the spinal cord tunnel. It takes away your life in a couple of months. And they're not treating her, these effing doctors, because they're like, oh, she's too critical. She's too critical. I don't want to talk about it. I get too depressed. What's up, Tommy's Touch? How you doing, brother? How you doing, my man? It's a very depressing situation. Just talking about the wife, Tommy, she's not doing the greatest. She's on the ventilator at the hospital, unfortunately. It's not really going well. Her blood pressure was very low today. What are you thinking about DJT? I was very disappointed with DJT, just to change the subject really quick. I really, really thought that when Trump, inauguration day, that thing was going to fly. It just didn't happen, man. I was shocked. It didn't happen. But listen, I'm big with crypto. I believe that under the Trump administration, that crypto is really the future, if you want me to level with you. And that's it, That's just the way I see it. Not really much into stocks right now. I mean, I got what I got with stocks. It's always going to be, Amy, Gabby, AMC, GameStop, DJT. That's never going to change. I'm not a financial planner. Remember that. I don't give any financial advice, but I really, really see a big, big future in crypto under the Trump administration. So, thank you, Dylan. You want to know what it is, Hobbit Jaffa? I was always against crypto. You want me to tell you the thing? I never liked it. I never believed in it. But you have to understand something, right? When you have the president of the United States of America, you know what I mean? When you have the president of the United States of America, pro crypto, pro Bitcoin, when you have Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, directors of government efficiency, which spells Doge, in my opinion, you don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud to figure out that crypto is the future. Well, the Trump coin thing, that was just a meme thing. Look, that made Trump a lot of money. That made Donald Trump a lot of money, President Trump. That I don't like these new things that are coming out. How everyone's making like a meme coin. You know, it started like remember that girl, the Hawk Two girl, the Hawk Two girl. She made her own like meme crypto coin. I think it was Hawk Two was called, and it's something like what did it shot up to like what was it like a $500 million market cap or something, and then it shot down to like 20 million or something like in a few hours. To me that's like pure gambling. That's pure gambling. And I'm not into those things, man. I've changed now, especially what's happening with my wife on a ventilator, fighting for her life. I got two kids to support now. I got two kids that need me more than anything else in the world. And my gambling days are over. My gambling days are over. I got to be smart for my kids need me. It's just me right now. This one kid made his own crypto coin, pulled out, and made a lot of people angry. Well, there is a lot of legal ramifications. There's a lot of, you could get, listen, they say, I'll say it's alleged, but they say that Hawk girl could allegedly face jail time. See, what President Trump did, he did it the right way. From what I'm understanding, he did it the legal way. And that is to have, oh, I'm lying down here, I'm relaxing. You can't sell your position for like 3 years. Like, you know what I mean? So if you do it the right way, you do it the legal way. But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. They start these meme coins. It shoots up like 100, 200 million in market cap. They pull out, they sell. Well, you could get in trouble with the SEC. You know what I mean? The Cash App is on the. Do you see the pinned comment, Dylan? It's Angie. Do you see where it says it's pinned? It's the $ Richard Lavoie. That's the $RICHARDLEV as in Victor OI. Again, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space, there's no underscore in between my first and last name. So it's the $ Richard Lavoie. I'll spell it out for you. $RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, OI. No Haba Jaffa, God bless you, brother. I have two kids. Michael and Sophia. Michael's 14, Sophia's 11. So you got that, Dylan? Does everyone not see the pinned comment, though? Because I don't know how this works on a live stream. Does everyone see the Angie comment where it's pinned? That's my Cash App. Yeah, it is wonderful, but they need their mother, Haba. It's not, yes, it's not wonderful without my wife. We need my wife here. This guy's crazy, this guy Samuel. I understand that a lot of people think this is some kind of a game. They come on these live streams, they joke around. It's not a game. The condition that my wife is in right now is extremely serious. She could pass away like literally at any time. It's the most heartbreaking, sad situation. Well, she is lucky to have me, Hobbit, because I'm doing everything that a husband and a father can do during this extremely difficult time. And what are those things? First of all, I'm a major advocate for her. I'm fighting for her, making sure that she's comfortable. I'm making sure that the doctors are. I'm making sure they're at least keeping her in a very sedated, calm situation. But I'm trying to get them to treat her, and I'm fighting to get her the best treatment. They're just not doing it. When people get critically ill, Haba, they get critically ill. These doctors don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. It's a terrible situation. And it's like universally accepted. That's why I tell you, you never want to get critically ill. I don't wish anyone to be in the position that my wife is in right now. It's a terrible, terrible situation. Oh, I love Billy Joel. Thank you, the boss lady. I just can't do it on my on the live streams. I can't. I do Billy Joel's music on my short videos because if you do it on the live streams, they're gonna make this live stream. It's gonna be uneligible for monetization. I'm sorry, but I do it on my short videos. I'll do a lot of Billy Joel covers. I do everything. You name it, I do it. New York State of Mind. You could look it up. Vienna. Angry Young Man. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. We Didn't Start the Fire. The Downeaster Alexa. I do like every cover. Pressure. Forget about it. Haba. You have Crohn's. God bless you, man. I know it's not cancer, but I don't wish anything but the best of health, the best of happiness, the best of success for everybody. And like I said, a very, very small cash app could be $1. It could be $2. It could be $3. It could be $10. Whatever you want to do, I will write the thank you song for you. It is a short video I upload on YouTube to make your good deed. Basically, I'm going to put music to it. I'm going to put my heart and soul into it. I'm going to make it immortal. I'm going to make your good deed immortal, and it celebrates my wife's life. So you could be a part. You could be a forever part of celebrating the wife of Jennifer Lavoie. Jennifer Lavoie, a beautiful, beautiful person, the greatest mother, the greatest wife, my best friend, a truly, truly beautiful, beautiful human being. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You could be a part of that. You could be a part of that celebration of her life forever by being, a part of the short video I will create for you, the thank you song in your honor. Yeah, piano man with the harmonica. It's a beautiful, I do it all the time, man. You can check it out. I cover that all the time. Move It Out, I cover it all the time. Good Night Saigon, I cover it all the time. Great, great song. Great song. All of Billy Joel's songs are great. I mean, Billy Joel's the piano man. Billy Joel is the GOAT, man. Greatest of all time. I love Billy. So I'm going to be finishing up. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams, though. I am going to go to bed. Don't call me grandpa, you. Back to the Future. I'm glad that you love that song for you, the thank you song for you. You deserve it, man. You're like family to us, Back to the Future. We love you. And I'm very, very glad that you enjoyed your song. So, but with that said, Justin Henry is still here. Justin, I don't know. I got to ask Mike tomorrow. Don't be mad at me, brother. I don't know. I think he went to sleep. I don't know. I told him to come in here after he took a shower, but I don't hear him. I think he went to bed. He's got school tomorrow. It's about midnight. Let me just get rid of this hater here. Can't stand haters. I will ask him Justin Henry tomorrow. I know he's got school and stuff, but oh, you already asked Mike? Okay, good. Can't say these haters. All right, good. I'm glad he did that you asked him what to do. But I'm going to be back in a little bit. I think I'm going to start doing a lot more live streams. They might be at crazy hours of the night. You might catch me. I'm, I might jump up out of my rest, and I'm looking for my wife. She's not here, and maybe to calm myself down, I'll do live streams. I might be doing live streams at 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, 3 o'clock. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. Have a great night, everybody. Let me get rid of this psychopath here. Discourse, how you doing, brother? Yeah, the 5 patty Whopper. It's called emotional eating, It's emotional eating. Thank you, Haba Jaffa. God bless you. God bless you, Back to the Future. God bless you, Justin Henry. God bless you, John Lockie, another person, a great person. We love you, John. Have a great night. I will be back soon. Angie, I love you. I'll be back soon, maybe later tonight. Like I said, sometimes I jump up in the middle of the night. I might do a live stream. But if not tonight, you'll see me tomorrow. Remember, if I did talk about DJT or crypto, remember that is not financial advice. Please remember that. I am not a financial planner. I do not give financial advice. Anything I say is entertainment purposes only. Obviously, I wish that what's going on with my wife was entertainment purposes only, but that is for real. God bless my wife. Please keep my wife in your prayers. Dealing with cancer on a ventilator right now. I just wish I could hold her. I wish I could just hold her. I wish I could bring her home. It's just that it's not really going well. It's not looking good. And where me and my family are going through the hardest, most difficult time. And like I said, if anybody would have the good heart for a very small entertainment tip on my Cash App, you can see the pinned comment, Angie. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. You see the comment that's pinned. I will write the thank you song for you. I will upload a short video on YouTube. I will give you a gigantic shout out and actually write a beautiful piece of music, a jazz blues composition in your honor to make your good deed immortal forever. So it's up to you to be a part of celebrating my wife's life. Thank you, Back to the Future. So good night, everyone. Buonanotte. That's what we say in Italian. Ciao. I'll be back later. Keep my wife Jennifer in your prayers, please. God bless all of you. Thank you, Back to the Future. God bless you.